Hi, I want to introduce all of you to a very special person. And I started this YouTube channel because of her, Miss Anjali Nandan. Actually, she gave me the opportunity to participate in a dance video with a few other dancers who are also her students in a song called Ballet. And then that kind of sparked it in me to start making videos. So I want to thank her because I discovered that I can actually choreograph because of her. So thank you so much, Anjali, for being here and
Thank
giving
you,
us your
Gargi,
time. So
for
let me
inviting.
introduce you to Anjali. So Anjali has been a Bharatanatyam dancer since the age of 6. She started learning Bharatanatyam from Miss Madhuri Kerkar from Maharashtra, and she also is a Mohini Attam dancer. So these are classical Indian dances, and she's also performed in a lot of different stage performances, and she's also been part of Padma Shri Hema Malini. Hema Malini is a very famous Indian actress and a dancer. So Anjali has been part of Miss Hema Malini's dance ballets on television and on stage. And she's also performed at prestigious dance festivals in Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Pune, and Goa. And during these performances, she's also done some TV programs with Miss Hema Malini in a serial called Jai Mata Di on Indian television. So she's Anjali has an online school for Bharatnatyam dance, and she also has her own, in-person Natyam Academy of Performing Arts, where students actually go in person and have annual performances. So she teaches worldwide and also in her local town. And academically, she's a postgraduate in commerce from the University of Mumbai. And she also has a passion for martial arts. So she's actually won several state level championships and medals for martial arts karate. So very versatile personality, and I want to thank you, Anjali, and thank our viewers for watching us today. So Anjali, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Gargi, for this introduction.
So I have a question for Anjali. You know, when we dance, we feel very happy, and especially when we perform Bharatnatyam. So we want you to tell the audience a little bit about Bharatnatyam. And that moves me to our next question, which is a following question. Why do we feel so happy, like when we perform? So those are my two questions.
So, Bharatanatyam is a dance that is um, very specific to the state of Tamil Nadu when you learn the theory. It comes from the state of Tamil Nadu. And Bharatanatyam has gone through various names and various changes over the period of time. Um, and uh, the legend is the Natya Shastra or the Nandikeshwara, Abhinay Darpanam by Nandikeshwara, all have shlokas that talks about how Natya came into existence, right? It was given by Lord Brahma to the sage Bharata, and Bharata took it for himself to spread the message of the divine. um, and he showed his application to Lord Shiva, and the Lord Shiva kind of approving it, and then sent it to a goddess Parvati, and from the goddess Parvati, who taught it to different damsels in the areas of Saurashtra. That's how the book, says that, and from there it all spread out as a dance. And then when in and then India being so indigenous in culture, that every area has a different culture. You step into one state, there is something new culture happening, but there is this one common thread that is kept all of us together. So over the period of time, dance changed based on the culture of that locality. So based on that, every dance form definitely has its basis from the Natya Shastra and the other books that have been written. But it definitely took its ingredients from the local localities. Okay. And definitely Bharatanatyam has influence from the Sadar form of dance, then from the Kuravanji techniques, then Kuchipudis, and then the dance drama techniques that existed uh, in in Andhra Pradesh. So all those have influence in the current existing Bharatanatyam that you see. So yeah, so and that's the dance that came out from the state of Tamil Nadu is now called Bharatanatyam. Whereas there are several other dances also that follow Natya Shastra, in our classical traditions. So Bharatanatyam typically chose to have clean lines. Okay, it is all
Angular, very angular.
clean lines. You need to have clean lines. There are no major curves happening, and Aramandi, the half sitting posture, is also defined how it should look. So clean postures is something very particularly accepted in Bharatanatyam. They look for that,
Yes. And it traces back to the sculptures, right, that you see in Indian temples where they have those geometric body lines. So it's connected to that, correct?
It's I would not say very geometric. It definitely has its own bhangas and tribhangas, right?
Right.
How the sculptures are carved is one technique, and then what Bharatanatyam requires is a very clean posture. It
Right.
doesn't offer scope for tribhangas, but I think as artists we take up as artists we look at different things, and then we try to imitate it on our bodies. Okay.
Right.
And yes, the Karnas that has been expounded by Dr. Padma Subramaniam, she definitely sought her inspirations from the carvings on the temples, and thus the 108 Karnas that were made based on the postures. That is something really that makes your dance really aesthetic. It's a different curve to your existing Bharatanatyam. But yeah.
And you also express your emotions in Bharatanatyam, right? You're always expressing.
In Bharatanatyam, now since the Natyam has come from this divine people, Natyam has come from divine people, and then we take these stories from the epics, from the itihasas. We call Ramayana, Mahabharata. Those are the epics. And it is said that this Natya Veda or the Natya Shastra was created for common people who cannot understand the big philosophies, Advaita and all that stuff, but yet they need to feel that divinity in them. Only when they hear the divine stories, probably they will try to imbibe the values that that character portrayed, and they themselves will start behaving like a divine person. So there's a simple thing like take a child, you tell them some value stories, and then the child really appreciates it. Oh, the values are really something that we have. It really will change me as a person. So that is about these stories, and we try to imbibe those characters. We try to portray them on stage. Yes, and I think that's why people say I feel so divine when I feel so happy after the dance. I think it is definitely descended from the divine people, and then we try to portray the divine as we dance. So and it also always begins with the worship, right? We always begins with the prayer. We start with a prayer, we end with a prayer. Even if we don't say shlokas, our preceptors have already added the Bharatanatyam way of prayer. We do the namaskara. Even if you don't intend it, but you do it without your knowledge, you actually you offer your gratitude. That's
Yes.
how it is begun. So I think when gratitude is there, I think you will definitely always develop that feeling of divinity.
Happiness. Happiness and divine. And I think you touch the ground because you're saying thank you to the earth, because you
Mother
stomp
Earth.
on the earth.
Yes, yes, yes. We already ask for forgiveness or, or thank you. And then we offer our salutations to the musicians who always
Like
support
this.
us.
Mhm.
And then to the God, then to the teacher, and then to the audience. So as we take our hands up to the teacher and up there for the God, and then for the audience.
Yes, very beautiful, very nice. And I think that when you said that, because when you are imitating or you are portraying that character, that divine character, you start getting those qualities of, and that's why you feel happy, right? That's my next question. Why do you feel so happy when you dance? Like, you feel really good after you perform, or even when you practice. After you practice, you put the music on, you do your Bharatanatyam, Adavus, or even like Shloka or whatever. You feel really good after that. You feel so happy. And I think you're also forced to smile. That might add to why you feel happy, because you're supposed to smile as well while you're dancing.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is definitely the science is behind it. When you do your exercise, definitely some hormones are released. That will always keep you satisfied for a longer time. But those when that effect is gone, but then uh, then then what? Okay, then I think what kind of exercise or what kind of workout you're doing, that also matters. What kind of music you're listening as you work out. So I think that changes your um, um, how you feel mentally, I think, right? So I think your question was, why do we feel so happy?
Happy. Yeah. Why do we feel happy when we dance Bharatanatyam? Or dance, any dance actually, but I think with Bharatanatyam you feel like you're really at least I feel like really connected to that inner joy.
Yeah, many people have always told me I feel like a prayer I did after after
Yes.
I did one class. I think that's how it is descended from the divine. Definitely, it has to have a better effect than Zumba class. It has to
Yes.
have that. I mean, that's how maybe the postures that we are taking, everything has its own gunas, right? Now you do yoga, so this posture has this something it gives you when you stretch your leg out, when you stand in the Garuda Pada, when you stand on Ekapada, everything has some effect. And when you see dance, we use everything. We use so many things.
Thanks.
There are so many routines, so many postures going in. I know Patanjali would put it differently. He would name every posture differently. Bharata Muni or Nandikeshwara name these postures differently. Standing on one leg, spreading your legs out, lunges. They're all named differently by different authors at that time. But I think they probably knew on the inside these postures have these gunas, these qualities. So I think when you take them, definitely it has some effect on your body that is lasting, right?
Thank you so much, Anjali, for coming and sharing this with us. I am sure the viewers are really excited to know about this, and hopefully, it will spark the interest in Bharatanatyam. And please, if you have the opportunity, look at Anjali's online videos. Go on her website, and I have been very blessed to have her as my teacher, as my guru. And thank you again for coming.
Oh, thank you, Gargi. Thank you so much for
Thank
inviting.
you. Okay.